Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the queen of joy herself, Jessica Dugas. Good Friday morning, everybody. Today is April 29th, 2022. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and you are watching Project Joy Live, your triple shot of good vibes on your weekday mornings. I hope you are doing well this morning. I am having a morning, but I'm here and I'm doing it. I'm here, and it's a good thing. Listen, if you're joining us live or on the replay, I would love for you to head over to the comment section, say hello, say good morning, let us know where you're joining from, and of course, what is bringing you joy today, because that is the name of the game. And I would love for you, if you prefer, to come on the air next segment and share what is bringing you joy today. Just go to projectjoypodcast.com, click the join live button, and you can join us live next segment after our little chat about a certain emoji. I'm so excited to dig into this topic with you guys this morning, because this has been a much requested thing, believe it or not. So if anybody lives under a rock, or if you're just new to me, new to the show, whatever, you might know a fun fact about me that I loathe, despise, and otherwise the H word, hate the thumbs up emoji. And I realize that this is a very petty thing. People are coming into this like, oh, Justice, how can you be the queen of joy and get so upset over just a little emoji? But allow me to digress on this for you today. I had actually written a blog about this years ago. And so I'm going to share with you this morning where it came from, how I allowed it to steal my joy for a time being, and what I've done about it since then. I still have my little qualms about it, but I'm going to dive into that a little bit for you guys today, because everybody that has come into my life more recently is like, I don't understand what the big deal is. So I'm going to tell you what the big deal is today. And we're going to, of course, tie it into joy for you. What's bringing me joy this morning is we had an incredible Throwback Thursday last night. Now, typically, I love to just jump in and, ask silly questions, make conversation. But I just let Cootie go on last night on Throwback Thursday. If you missed it, Cootie Mac is a fitness and nutrition expert that he fell into because he told the story last night. His father was sick, and he dove into the discovering fitness and nutrition to help him. And he was in the music business at the time, which a lot of people don't know. We barely touched the surface on that when he was on the Breakthrough show in a previous season. And so I knew, with his history in music and my love for music, I was like, he has to come back on the show eventually, and we dive into these stories. And he has so many more stories than he even told last night. But his favorite artist is Prince, and his favorite song is When Doves Cry. We took a little look-see at that. We dove into why he doesn't vote in the Grammys anymore. And sometimes, this just tied into like so much of what we've been talking about on My Way, on the Breakthrough show, all of that, about how sometimes when you pivot your business, it changes things for you, and there are sacrifices and everything that come with that. So at any rate, it was so much fun. And he told so many stories. We had some inside stories with Notorious B.I.G. We had some inside stories with Aaliyah, with Andre 3000, with who else? With Prince himself. It was good, you guys. So if you want to go back, we ended up going overtime. It was like an hour 20 or something like that, which is rare for me to do. But there was even so many more stories that I wanted him to tell that we didn't even get to. So it was bringing me a lot of joy today. And of course, hanging out with my love, Kevin Kylie, was so good. So good, you guys. So make sure you go check the replay of that. Good morning, Kevin Kylie. I love you so much. Yes, no thumbs up. We don't do that here. And we don't say K either. We've learned that. And I will dive into that in a minute as well. You guys, I have pardon me this morning. I have my ginger tea this morning. I've been dealing with some funky nausea for a couple of days, and listen, ginger tea is your friend. And by the way, I love yogi tea. My little yogi tea flag this morning, my tea, I don't know what you're supposed to call it, a tag. I call it a flag, a tea flag. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment. I didn't even know that was the word, upliftment, to all. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. I love that. Thank you, Yogi Tea, for a lovely tea flag this morning. Okay, so what else is going on today? I'm very excited because we have a jam-packed week coming up on the Breakthrough Show Network next week as well. And what else? That's it. That's enough, right? What's going on? We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back after this. I want to talk to you about, actually, no, we're not going to do that really quick. We're going to talk about national days first. So let me know what you are celebrating today. What are you celebrating in your life today? Today is International Dance Day. International Dance Day. Do you like to dance? If you like to dance, how do you like to dance? Let me know. It is also World Wish Day. World Wish Day. I need to read about this. Okay. Every year on April 29th, World Wish Day celebrates the anniversary of founding of Make-A-Wish. It's a day for Make-A-Wish chapters and affiliates to come together and reflect on how many wishes they have made come true. Have you ever had a strong desire for something to happen? If so, you have made a wish. Most people have wished for something at some point in their lives. A lot of times we're wishing for good health, money, basic necessities, love, the ability to change something about ourselves, become famous, world peace, freedom, happiness. Some of these things are easily attainable. Others are not, especially for people who may live in a poverty-stricken or war-torn country. The above wishes are things that adults usually wish for, but what about children? Most kids wish to have fun, to play, to be accepted, for friendship, to have a happy home, and to learn. Some kids wish they didn't have to do chores. Others wish they could have a certain career or be someone important when they grow up. For many kids, these wishes do come true, and there are many children, however, that never get the one thing they wish for. The reason for this is they have an incurable or critical illness that prevents them from getting their wish. This is a sad reality. Thankfully, there are organizations such as Make-A-Wish who desire to help these children's wishes come true. So, fun fact, do you guys remember a store called Fashion Bug? Do you guys remember that? Have you ever been in a Fashion Bug? So they were having a a fashion show in Fashion Bug on behalf of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And it was super fun. I went and signed up for it when I was a teenager because I wanted to help raise some money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And we got to go in and choose anything in the whole store. We had to choose like a dressy outfit and a like casual fun outfit. We go in, we get the outfit, and then we did the fashion show and raised money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So fun fact of something Jessica did when she was younger. But that was a fun time. And that was one of the very few times that I actually did something like that. So I'm surprised that memory popped up for me. Since we won't be here tomorrow, by the way, it's also International Jazz Day tomorrow, World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, International Sculpture Day, and World Veterinary Day tomorrow as well. Today, nationally, it is, National Zipper Day. That's interesting. Zippers make our lives easier and keep us dressed. Thank you for that. It is also National Arbor Day today. Plant a tree. It is National Poem in Your Pocket Day. Poem in Your Pocket Day. Let's read about this really quick. It shares the way poetry brings joy by simply carrying one in your pocket. When you share the poem, you'll bring joy to others. I love that. Put a poem in your pocket. One of the poems you can put in your pocket is the For Love poem by Dorothy O'Shea, which we have been sharing every day for quite some time now on Project Joy Live, and we are always excited to do that. Tomorrow, in the world of national days is a long day. Holy cow. There's a lot of days tomorrow, but we're not going to be here tomorrow. It's Adopt a Shelter Pet Day, Bubble Tea Day. Oh, I might go celebrate that. Anybody else love bubble tea? I love bubble tea. It's National Bugs Bunny Day, Hairstylist Appreciation Day, Honesty Day, Military Brats Day. That's always fun. Oatmeal Cookie Day, Raisin Day. I think it's funny that we have Raisin Day and Oatmeal Cookie Day on the same day. It is also National First Ladies Day, Kiss of Hope Day, Pool Opening Day, Rebuilding Day, and Sense of Smell Day. Happening to all of these. It's like, okay, somebody thought we're at the end of April. We need to hurry up and squeeze them in. Let's just make all of them the same day. So that's what's going on tomorrow. So let me know if there's anything you're celebrating. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back after this. And we're going to talk about it, you guys, that dreaded thumbs up. And we'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. I'm super excited to be here with you for another episode this morning. Listen, I want to invite you to join our Discord server to chat with other fans, meet past guests, and hosts from the Breakthrough Show Network. Just go to bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough, bit.ly/Discord Breakthrough. And listen, really, a lot of people have been hesitant to come over to the Discord because they don't want to learn another platform. They don't want to do another platform. They don't want to, I don't want to figure it out. But we are having a tour tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time in the Discord server. So I invite you to come and join us and learn your way around. I promise you it'll be a good time. We'll have some fun. And I will show you all of the different things that you can get out of being a part of our community. At the end of the day, that is all it is a community platform. And you don't have to deal with scrolling and stuff that you don't want to see. You only see what you come there for, which in our case is the Breakthrough Show community. So I would love for you to join us. So we are going to talk about this morning, today's topic, which is the thumbs up. And I know that some of you are like, listen, Jessica, what in the hell? What? Number one, you're supposed to be the queen of joy. How could you let something like this upset you? And number two, what the hell does this have to do with joy? And allow me to explain myself. So I want to backtrack with you and little something about Jessica. If you haven't known already, is Jessica's a very sensitive person. Okay. Always have been, always will be. I get very emotionally invested in things. I become very emotionally invested in people. It's just simply the way that I've always been. And which is interesting because, I have talked before about what a very stereotypical Aquarius I am. And that's probably one of the only parts of the Aquarian way that I don't connect with. So many people talk about Aquarians being emotionally detached. Now I can be at times detached, but not always. The majority of the time I get very emotionally attached to people and things, etc. So we'll start there, that I'm a very emotionally attached person. So um, rewind several years ago, I lost my grandmother, and I have shared before about what my grandparents meant to me. And it was a really challenging couple of years for me because I had lost my grandfather and my brother in the same week. And then not long after that, my grandmother died as well. And it was something that was really like, I really took it very hard, especially when my grandmother died, because I used to talk to her at least like 3-4 times a day. I would find any reason to call her because I just wanted to hear her voice and be near her. I had also, on a very personal note, felt a lot of guilt for leaving the area, running off, getting married young, etc. And I had often felt a lot of guilt for that. And so I just had called her often, wanted to hear her voice and all of that. So when she died, it hit me really, really hard. And even now I still have days where I'm processing, I'm working through that. So at any rate, I had messaged a friend of mine on social media, and basically they had asked, what's going on, what's wrong. And I wrote a long, this was before you could leave a voice message. I wrote a long thing um, about how much she meant to me, my grandmother, how much I was hurting, what I was going through. I poured my heart out in this message. And the person that I was talking to may have been in a rush, may have whatever. And they responded with the thumbs up. And that, my friends, is where it all began. At the time on social media, we did not have the option to respond with other things to people's posts other than the thumbs up. However, in a message, you could always respond with something else because you can type something back. You could, I think at the time we might have had stickers or something you could put. At any rate, there were other options other than responding with the thumbs up. And it hit me really hard because I thought to myself, I'm opening myself up here. I'm pouring out my heart. I'm sharing how I feel. They asked how I feel. It wasn't even like, an unsolicited thing. They asked how I felt. And so I poured my heart out, and that's what they responded with. And that was it. Now, on reflection of that, my sharing about my grandmother could have easily hit them in some kind of way. They could have been busy, which in my response, I'm like, why did you even ask then if you were too busy to listen? There could have been any number of things. It could have just been that that's how they felt it was appropriate to respond that way. As time went on social media, I started to notice a pattern in myself. And this pattern I noticed in other people as well. It wasn't just me, it was me and noticing it with other people, of mindlessly scrolling through social media, and we see something pop up, and we see, oh, okay, I see Judith's here this morning. Good morning, Judith. It's good to see you. Donnell's here this morning. Good morning, Donnell. So I'm scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through social media, and I see a post from Judith, and I like Judith and we're friends, but I don't really have a lot of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that button because I just want to let her know that I saw the post, right? recognized that I was doing that. And I recognized other people doing it. And I started to realize that this is what was happening because I would have people who would click the thumbs up, right? Like I would post a link to something, and someone would click the thumbs up. Like, so let's say my friend Donnell, I'm just going to use Donnell as an example. I posted an article. Donnell clicks the thumbs up. I am really invested in this article. I posted it for a reason. I messaged Donnell and I say, Donnell, I'm so glad you saw this article too. What did you think about it? And this was happening all the time where I would do that. And again, this has nothing to do with Donnell. I'm giving an example here. They would say to me, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Or "I have no idea what you mean," or "I never read the article," or whatever else. And it became this thing where it's like I watched us as a community on Facebook become more and more lazy as time went by. And then the other part of it that I recognized was that when other reactions came available, so when you could first there was you could just respond, you could type something. Then there was stickers, then they added other emojis, then they added gifs. There was all of these other things that you could respond with. And what I started to notice when those other options became available is that people were using the thumbs up as a passive aggressive sort of statement. So if they didn't like, you know what I mean? Do you guys get me here? Like it was like, okay, you go through and you're like, oh, a cute baby heart, and oh my God, a joke, and then the laughy face. And then it was like, um, you'd see somebody like go on vacation and you're like, I didn't get to go on vacation. Thumbs up to you. Like it was like a jealousy thing, a passive aggressive sort of movement. And I was watching this happen. Now, this is not to say that everybody uses the thumbs up in that kind of way. Okay. I just want to clear the air right here. And I want to say that it's not to say everybody uses it in that way. However, you know what they say about bad apples, right? Few bad apples can spoil the bunch. All right. So when I was noticing this, it became this trigger for me of what do they actually mean by that? Did they actually read it? Do they actually care? What does it actually matter? Like all of this stuff was coming into my head every single time I would see this thumbs up. So I had written a blog a while ago about how lazy we've become and how social media has taken an opportunity for us to be social, to communicate, to connect on deeper levels. And it's instead become one more fast-paced thing in our lives where we just click the button and move on. Instead of, in lieu of having a conversation, in lieu of choosing a reaction that's appropriate, in lieu of actually reading what's there, we just see a name and click the button and move on. And it was bothering me. It was bothering me so much. And so I had written a blog about all of this years ago about how I watched this happen. And it was hard for me because I was so desperate at the time for connection. And I still, in many ways, feel very desperate for connection. I want those deeper connections. I want to connect in a bigger way. Now, have there been times when I've caught myself just reacting and moving on and not saying anything? And yeah, absolutely. But I try to at least make my reactions appropriate to what is going on. So Judith often comments on my Facebook stories. Sometimes those Facebook stories are just a quick a quick thing and I'm moving on. And I always like when she responds to them, I always try to either laugh or say I love your, put the heart cuz I love her comment or something like that. And I'm trying to sometimes it's challenging, especially those of us who are using social media for business, and we've got thousands of people that are following us and responding and everything. It can be challenging to write back. I get that part. I 100% get that part. But we can do a better job of at least slowing down for a minute and either responding or choosing a different reaction or something that shows, hey, I actually paid attention to what you had to say. What you said is meaningful for me in some kind of way. And if it isn't, and this gets into part of how I'm using it for joy now, we have to evaluate our boundaries. We have to evaluate our circle and the people that we have in our lives. So if you've ever been scrolling and you feel some kind of way about something and are quick to go click that thumbs up button, ask yourself why. Why do you feel this way? What is coming up? What do you need to have this person in your life? If you are truly feeling some kind of way about what this person is saying, do they need to be in your circle of people? And so what I love now about the thumbs up emoji is that I still feel these things when I see, and it's not just about the thumbs up, any reaction that someone has, whether it's a gift that they choose to use, a sticker, a emoji, whatever. I evaluate my own feelings that come up when I see these different things. And I ask myself, why am I feeling this way? And the joy in these reactions for me now is that it gives me the opportunity to check myself. Have I been too fast paced lately? Why am I feeling this way? And to evaluate the relationship of the person that I am seeing that has made this reaction, that I'm somehow reacting to, because sometimes it's not about the thumbs up at all. It's not about the thumbs up at all. So that's the joy for me now, is like I had gone from this very triggered place, this very like, well, they don't actually care what I'm saying at all, and really caring very deeply about what the other people think, to a place of empowerment and using what I feel in any given moment about the thumbs up emoji, about whatever else the response has been, to evaluate myself and where I'm at in this moment and what changes I can make and how I can move forward as a better person. Because at the end of the day, you could get, if 50 people could thumbs up this broadcast right now, and at the end of the day, it is my choice how I respond to it. And it is also my choice to evaluate, maybe I need to market to different people. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like everything else, it's our choice. And I am going to issue you a challenge, because this actually ties in to some of the other things that we have talked about this week. Yesterday, we talked about the confidence in joy. We have talked about slowing down. We have talked about what joy looks like. Joy could absolutely look like a thumbs up to some people. It doesn't look like that to me. Just trying to say. It also gives us the opportunity to look deeper into the relationships that we have. Kevin Kiley stopped by here this morning and said no thumbs up, because he knows how I feel about it. And he told me, he said, I am hyper aware. Because I love you, I am hyper aware of when I use that thumbs up emoji. And Kevin and I'm going to spill the tea here, Kevin. Kevin and I had a conversation, and I was in a rush, busy with some things one day. He asked me to do something, and I just said, okay. Like I said, Kay, and I moved on because I had to hurry up and do something. And he got very upset about the K. And then I got very upset back, because I was like, at least I responded. At least it wasn't the thumbs up button. So my point of this is that we all have triggers. We all have things that are about. So now, just like Kevin is hyper aware of using the thumbs up with me because he loves me, I love Kevin, and I'm hyper aware of not putting K. In fact, I am so not wanting to to go down that rabbit hole with him that I changed my text response in my phone. So if you've ever seen me respond with okie dokie artichoke, it's because my phone does not allow me to type just K anymore. When I go to type K, it will autocorrect to okie dokie artichoke and the little kiss face. Okay. because it is important for me in relationships that I have. What this thumbs up emoji has taught me is that I want to know the people that I love. And I never, ever, ever want to purposely trigger somebody with something that I know that it's something that they are working on, that they don't like, that they, whatever it is, I never want to do that. And so I will go as far as to change the autocorrect in my phone so that it doesn't happen again. So while the thumbs up, in essence, is a quick way for people to respond, we've learned that it can be a passive aggressive response for people. It's a lazy response, in my opinion, for people when there's so many other options now. Like I said, when this all came to light, there was no other reaction buttons. And we have the opportunity to slow down and really get to know people and respond. And to me, that's a much more beautiful world than just and move on. Judith said, I love okie dokie artichoke. I say it often. Yes, I do too. And that's why I was like, that's so much of a better response than K. So I'll fix that. Juju's here this morning. Good morning, Juju. It's so good to see you today. So I am issuing a challenge for this weekend, for the rest of the day today, and for Saturday and Sunday. I want to challenge you to not respond with the thumbs up for anything. Don't respond with the thumbs up for anything on social media. Now, some places we don't have a choice. There are some social media platforms where you can only put the thumbs up. I would challenge you in those situations to type something out instead. Don't even click the thumbs up button if it's the only one there. Type something out instead. Here's your options. On platforms where you can choose another reaction, choose another reaction. You can respond with GIFs. You can respond with stickers. In any situation where you can't choose one of those things, choose to type something out or choose to just scroll by. Don't just click the thumbs up. Don't just click a reaction button because you saw it. React because you want to. React because you care. So let me know if you're going to take this challenge this weekend, because I want to check back with you guys on Monday when we start the show. Let me know if you're going to take this challenge. I'll take it right with you because I catch myself. But my part of it, if you're someone who never uses a thumbs up like me, I would encourage you to go down the challenge with me of responding more. Instead of choosing another emoji or a GIF or a sticker, actually type something out. That's going to be my own personal challenge this weekend. So let me know if you're going to take the challenge with me and say no to the thumbs up button throughout the weekend. Okay. All right. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. You guys, we're going to listen to the For Love poem this morning in Bahasa language by the beautiful Alda, and we'll be right back after this.
Demi cinta, aku akan berdiri demi cinta, walaupun dengan jiwa yang terluka, walaupun dengan hati yang berat. Aku akan berdiri demi cinta, karena dunia telah terluka, karena bukan hanya tanah tumpah darahku, di mana aku merasa aman, di mana aku merasa sehat, tapi dunia kita dimanapun setiap hari. Aku akan berdiri demi cinta, karena kita perlu lebih banyak cahaya, bukan lebih banyak kematian, atau bukan lebih banyak kekuasaan, bukan pula lebih banyak bombardir. Aku akan berdiri demi cinta, sehingga anak-anak kita akan merasa lebih aman, sehingga teman-teman kita merasa terlindungi, sehingga semua batas kita akan terbuka. Aku akan berdiri demi cinta, biarpun dengan jiwa yang terkoyak, walaupun dengan hati yang berat. Dorothy Oje.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. That was the For Love poem by Dorothy Oje, read beautifully by Alda. If you didn't know, Bahasa is the official language of Indonesia, and that's where that I so just drown in that version, like so many. I tend to do that with a lot of them. I love the different languages so much. And thank you, Juju, for standing for love with us this morning. Also, Juju and Judith have accepted the challenge. Yes, I love it. Okay, so no thumbs up this weekend. We are going to respond. We are going to be intentional about how we choose to go through social media this weekend, whether it's typing something out, choosing a fun gift, a different reaction button, all of that good stuff. And just we're going to see how it makes us feel and check in on Monday. Yes, Judith, that was Bahasa, which is the official language of Indonesia. Yes. It is a standardized variety of Malay and Austronesian language that has been used as a lingua franca in the multilingual Indonesian area for centuries. So love that language as well. So we have to do birthdays, but I need to tell you what is coming up this week on the Breakthrough Show Network, because we have a busy week. I am super pumped. We will be back with an hour episode of Project Joy Live in May, and we have incredible series. I'm about to be putting up an event in our Discord as well as on Facebook for our May series. Every single day in May will be a different series. Mondays we'll be talking about mattering with Shifra. Tuesdays, empowerment with Laura Mazzata. Wednesdays, professional freedom, charisma, authenticity, all that good stuff with Scott Mason. And Thursdays, Kenneth Lord will be talking to us about leadership. Also, we'll be digressing. We'll be taking a moment away from the series on Tuesday, the 24th, with Sharon Walters will be joining us to talk about gratitude and exercise. Really excited about that as well. And then on Fridays, I will be doing fun things with you, recaps every Friday except the first Friday. The first Friday in May is May 6th, and that is the birthday of my brother Adam. He would have been 37 years old. And we always do random acts of kindness on his birthday in his memory. So I would love for you to take part in that with us as well. So be sure to tune in for that. And we have a very special episode of Project Joy Live that day. So don't miss it, because it's going to be very exciting. Also, God willing. Okay. Listen, I get these big ideas in my head and I don't always know if they're going to work out. We have an all new episode of My Way, Conversations with Entrepreneurs Doing Business Outside of the Box, on Tuesday at 5:05 p.m. Central Time. We have Eleanor Stutz on the show. She was a pioneer in sales for women. So really, really excited to have her on the show. On Wednesday, of course, we have another episode of Divine DNA with the Jackson, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursday, we have a new episode of Freedom Starts Now with Karen Timer at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Friday, of course, another episode of The Breakthrough Show. Today at 12 p.m. Central, we are going back to Kenya with our previous guest of the show, Robert Bell. Really excited to hear back from him. And he has had had an incredible time. Incredible since he was last on the show. TED Talk went viral and all kinds of good stuff, and he is going to blow the lid off your ideas for creativity. So make sure you tune into that today at 12 p.m. Central Time. Oh, Judith said my son-in-law is Indonesian. Cool. Yes, you'll have to have him listen to that. I love that version of the poem. Donnell, accept the challenge too. All right, I'm going to report back, Judith, Juju, and Donnell, and let me know how it goes over the weekend with the reacting and the all of that stuff. Okay. All right. Let's talk about our birthdays this morning before we end the show. Actress Uma Thurman has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Uma. Actor and comedian Jerry Seinfeld's birthday is today. I love that. Singer Willie Nelson's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Willie Nelson. Master P. I used to love Master P when I was little. Oh Lord, I'm having a whole moment here. Happy birthday, Master P. Actress Michelle Pfeiffer's birthday is today. Political commentator and news person Candace Owens' birthday is today. Happy birthday, Candace. Jazz great Duke Ellington's birthday is today. Race car driver, and may he rest in peace, Dale Earnhardt's birthday was today as well. In the celebrities in my life, we have Deanna Shaw's birthday is today. Carla Dube, Donna Kemp, old friend from school and church, Donna Holman Brown, birthday is today. And Breakthrough alumni and one of my favorite people on the planet, the author of The Mosaic, Daniel Bruce Levin's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Daniel. I hope you are going to celebrate. I know he was at a conference recently, and so sending you lots of love, my friend, and I hope you have an incredible day. And let us get, let me get a sip here before we move on. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Uma Thurman, Jerry Seinfeld, Willie Nelson, Master P, Michelle Pfeiffer, Candace Owens, Duke Ellington, Dale Earnhardt, Deanna Shaw, Carla Jube, Donna Kemp, Don Holman Brown, and Daniel Bruce Levin. Happy birthday to you. Yes, I hope you guys have an amazing birthday. Also celebrating tomorrow, we have Kirsten Dunst, Johnny Galecki, Cloris Leachman. Who else is going on here? Athena Tremblay, Louise, Robin McClendon, and my cousin Allison Cushing is tomorrow as well. So wishing you guys amazing birthday celebrations. I hope you guys have an incredible weekend. I am pumped to get started with our series for next week. So don't miss it, you guys. We will be here every morning on the weekdays at 7 a.m. Central Time. And I cannot wait to be here with you. Love you all so much. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. And no thumbs up this weekend. Bye.
You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.
Hello to the Breakthrough Show. It's Shirley